Hi, Type P personalities. This is Tracy Brown coming to you today, May 1st, 2015. I write the dates down now. Today we're going to talk about one of my favorite cards, the Sun. My favorite card is the Sun. The Sun also represents, well, for me, it represents Leo, but it really doesn't. I forget what the Sun represents. Doesn't really matter. We'll go that later on. We'll learn which sign represents which planet later on. But for right now, it is called the Sun. El Sol, the Sun. The Sun is about success, fulfillment. It's definitely about completion, but in a different type of way. It's about the sustainer of life. It's about vitality and it's pleasure. It's ambition and confidence and optimism. It's exuberance and achievement and affirmation and empowerment. The Sun is something that the people of Baltimore felt today when the district attorney announced that they were going to have charges filed against the 8 officers that hurt the young man Jeffrey, Freddie. People felt this today. Exuberant, optimistic, empowerment. That's what people felt today. It's a time to take charge. That's what the Sun means. It means a prosperous development. That's about money. It means friendship. It means the power of positive thinking. It means pure, rational thought. The Sun is not loopy. The Sun is not anybody crazy. The Sun is confident and like seemingly powerful. Like you believe in this person when the Sun shows up in a spread. All right. So if you're asking about relationships, and the Sun shows up, I'd have to tell you, relax. This is a good relationship. If you're asking about, maybe you feel like people don't like you at your job, but the Sun shows up, they probably do like you. The Sun is about illumination, something that is, let's say it's a part of you. Let's say you're a lawyer and you're just graduating and you're working for a city office and you don't know how you're going to work out. And the Sun shows up, it means you will be illuminated. You will be seen amongst the others as being more qualified. Do you understand that? You will stand out. Illumination. The Sun is about truth and logic and clear thinking. Let's understand what I'm saying. This person, there's no crazy in this person when the Sun shows up. This person is clear-headed and thankful and mindful and clear-headed and wonderful to be in their presence when the Sun shows up in the spread. This is about warmth and thoughtfulness, kindness, joy, satisfaction. It's also a card of creative expression. So one of the questions that I got with the Fool, was it the Fool card? But there are certain cards that could represent, was it the World? I think it was a World card, be on a world stage. If you get something like the World, the Sun, the Star, which we haven't discussed yet, and it's about an entertainment question, oh, please, you're going to be extremely successful. And that's what I mean, creative self-expression, entertainment field. It's about enrichment and self-control and blessings and spiritual victory. It's about public recognition. The district attorney in Baltimore. No one knew her name before today. Now we all know her name. Public recognition. It's about celebrating good health, vitality, happiness. It's about marriage. It's about children. The Sun is about children. Children being happy. Okay? That's what the Sun means. If I get a family card like the Ten of Cups and the Sun, I have to say, oh my God, your kids are so happy, or you take care of your kids so well. don't worry about your kids. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's emotional well-being. Again, let me reiterate this. There's no one crazy when the sun shows up. The sun is a healthy, mentally sound situation. All right? It's about marriage and emotional well-being. It's about outdoor activities. So sometimes when you're doing a reading and you're talking about, let's say, another individual, not the person in front of you, although it could be the person in front of you, and the sun comes up, and in your mind's eye, you get something like climbing a mountain, surfing, fishing. Like, you get these visions in your head, and you're like, what the hell does that mean? The sun card is one of those cards that is trying to tell you it's an outdoor activity. And so if you can remember what your mind is trying to give you, the visions you're trying to get inside your head, and then you look at the sun, be confident in saying, is he fishing? Is he mountain climbing? Do you do that? Does your son do? You know what I mean? Like, don't be afraid to trust what comes inside your head when a card like this is on the table, and this means outdoor activity. You light up my life. This is like a war hero coming home, or a son coming home from the war, and the mom is like, my baby. Like, that's the sun card. It's also one of those cards where the person enjoys life today. It feels good to be alive. The person enjoys today. Not really sure what tomorrow's going to bring, but today's a good day. The sun card. A ray of sunshine enters your life. This is a time, with the sun card, is a time of hope, joy, celebration, success, optimism, achievement, good fortune, health, good health, and happiness. Time spent with friends, time spent with children. Students do well on a test. You know, I get that a lot, where it's like, am I going to pass this test? I get the sun card. The sun is always a resounding yes. Listen to what I'm saying. The sun is always a resounding yes. So, if you get a bunch of bad cards and the sun shows up and it's a question, yes or no, you kind of have to say yes. And then you look at the bad cards and you figure out, why am I saying yes? Because the sun is always a resounding yes. So, is my husband cheating on me? And this card shows up? Yes. You always have to say yes, but don't do it my way. You do it your way. Be kind to people, because people have a hard time receiving information, so you do it your way. But it's always a yes, and then you look at the other cards, especially if there's a moon card or a high priestess in the spread, then you can kind of say, well, yeah, yeah, yes. Most times people know. They're coming in for the question, but they already know. They just need you to validate it, what they already know. So don't be afraid to say it. Just say it nicely. Okay? With this card, you feel vital, healthy, and alive. Oh, the sun also always means vacation. Usually in a nice, wonderful spot like Brazil, Caribbean, whatever. It also could mean like going to New York City. Also New York City, going to California. Yes. It also means, spending time on the beach, which is why I always get Caribbean as well. Okay, so upside down, the sun means not bad. This is the one card that upside down is not so bad. It means delayed, but still success. So let's say someone wants to go into a master's program. They were hoping to get in September. And they got everything in time. And they call me for a reading. They're like, Tracy, am I going to get in? And if I get the sun card upside down, which remember, I don't do upside down cards, but if I were to do it, and I get an upside down yes, I would have to say no. No. Because it's upside down yes. But it also means next semester, something like that. But we'll go into all the different combinations that will come up because we're going to do some celebrity readings when the online tutorial is up. Right now, let's just concentrate on the online tutorial and get the meaning of the card. It's almost like learning a second language, so you can't rush this. So I'd love to rush you guys through this. Not my game. Whoever wants to learn this is going to learn it the way I learned it. And that's one card at a time. And just appreciate it for what it is. At least you guys get it on video. Okay. Upside down, yes, means, a lot of Leos are like this. Upside down means vanity, boasting, arrogance, egotistical, narcissistic behavior. We know those people. We've all seen those people. Too concerned with external appearances. This goes for anyone that does too much Botox. Upside down, yes. All right. Now, if you get an upside down yes, and somebody's asking about an operation like Botox or any cosmetic surgery, and you get an upside down yes, and if you get a lot of sword cards, I would advise you to advise them to not have the operation right now, to wait, to delay, because that's what the upside down sun means, delayed. It can be successful. Today is not a good day. The operation date that you've chosen is not a good date. Delay it. And usually delay it a few months. Something's off, especially if it's during Mercury retrograde. Oh my goodness. Upside down, yes, is the opposite of, I feel alive and I'm happy. It's the opposite. It's depression. It's, some sense of mental depreciation. Not mental illness, but just mental depreciation. It's negative thinking. They can't seem to get out of it. It's also pessimistic instead of optimistic. It's also, I feel like such a failure. Upside down, yes. All right? So, I went through all of that already. Let's see. The sun reverse can also signify seeking success for the wrong reasons. That makes sense. Or the desire to appear, we know these people, more prominent and more accomplished without truly being that, or earning the success. Kind of like keeping up with the Joneses. This upside down sun also means me. I'm sorry. Did we finish talking about me yet? Oh, wait. Then there was me. Upside down yet. In any case, guys, I'm going to end this a little early if you don't mind. Don't forget to get the book, Tarot Plain and Simple by Anthony Lewis. My favorite book. This is what the tool that I'm using. Get the app, The Witch's Tarot. So much fun to use. And the deck that I'm using, this beautiful deck, is also called The Witch's Tarot. There's not a witch to be found in here. I am your Christ-loving, Jesus-loving, God-fearing, Jesus-loving psychic. Call me for your own personal reading, guys. 818-985-2010. 818-985-2010. Thank you, guys. Next card up will be Justice. Bye, guys.